If you're a coach, consultant, author, expert, or thought leader who has something of high value to help other people, but you're having trouble getting clients because you struggle with communicating how you deliver that value, then this video is for you, because in this video, I'm going to share with you one single tip that I guarantee if you get this right, it will positively impact almost every other aspect of your business and help you attract new clients, customers, and sales effortlessly. My name is Paul Macetta, and I'm a researcher in the field of human communication. So if you like learning about human communication, consider subscribing. Hit that bell notification so you get updated when I release more videos like this. So let's jump right into today's video. So what I want to share with you first and foremost is a concept that I first learned in this book called Key Person of Influence by Daniel Priestley. And the concept is that if you can answer the question, if you can master the answer to the question, what do you do? If you can answer that question with clarity, confidence, and conviction, it will positively impact every other aspect of your business, including the way you create content, the way you show up, the way your clients and customers see you, the way you create products, and even the way you have everyday conversations with people. If you can nail and perfect the way that you answer this question, it will positively impact every other aspect of your business. And I believe that the inability to answer this question correctly is ultimately where all the challenges and problems stem from in the business. So if you have something high value to offer, but you're struggling with communicating it, it's likely because you don't know how to answer this question the right way. So again, the key to success in business is answering the question, what do you do? With clarity, confidence, and conviction. When done correctly, this positively impacts every other part of your business. And after working with dozens of clients in all sorts of verticals, markets, and niches, I've realized that clarity is where they struggle the most. Most entrepreneurs struggle with getting super clear on who they help, how they help them, the promises that they're making to them, what kind of marketing campaigns they want to create, how they want to approach them, what kind of content they want to put out. They're just not clear on it. And to tell you the truth, I used to struggle with this as well. You know, when I first quit my six-figure-a-year NYC corporate job and I went into the world of digital publishing and internet marketing, when people would ask me this question, I would struggle with how to answer it. I would try to answer it in a way that made me sound smart and intellectual, but in reality, it made me look puzzled, confused, and kind of stupid. And that's because, first of all, I wasn't clear on the answer. Number two, because I just started out and I didn't really have a track record, I didn't have confidence. And then because I didn't have a track record or confidence, it was very hard for me to actually have conviction when I answered this question. And it wasn't until I figured out how to answer this question that the rest of my business changed, because I showed up differently. I mean, think about it. If you can't effectively answer this question with clarity, confidence, and conviction, if you can't answer the question of what do you do, then why should anybody trust you? Why should anybody choose you over anybody else? If you can't answer the question for yourself, why should other people choose you? And so there are three boxes that you want to tick when you answer this question. And then there's a bonus one, which I'll share in a minute. The first question that you want to ask, or the first box that you want to tick, is who you help, then how you help them, and then the transformational result. So the first is who you help. You want to clearly identify your target audience or client base. This helps potential clients immediately recognize if your services are relevant to them. Then you want to identify how you help them. So you want to explain your methods or approach. This gives insight into your process and what clients can expect when working with you. And then last, you want to describe the outcome or the transformation you help clients achieve. This highlights the value and impact of your services. So think about it. If you can't answer these questions with clarity, conviction, and confidence, why should anybody trust you? Why should anybody work with you over the millions of other people out there that can possibly help them the same way? If you can't clearly articulate what makes you different and superior, why should they trust you? And so, again, I used to struggle with the answer to that question. But now, when people ask me that question, here's how I answer it. When people say, "What do you do?" I say, well, I help online business owners craft powerful brand stories that communicate their value in a way that's unique and superior to their competitors so they could stand out from the crowd and get more clients, customers, and sales consistently and predictably. So do you see how seamless the answer to that question was? There was no thinking, there was no gathering my thoughts, there was no ums, no ahs, no vocal fillers, no me trying to figure out what I'm gonna say, no lack of clarity, no ambiguity, no lack of specificity. I know exactly what I want to say. Do you know why? It's because I've visited this answer and tested it and tweaked it and changed it and edited it and adapted it lots of different times, probably dozens of times until I got it near perfect. And then I practiced it and rehearsed it over and over and over again. Sometimes when I walk in the park, I'll say it out loud to myself. I'll record voice memos in my phone of me answering this question so that when other high-powered, high-valued, high-net-worth business owners ask me this question, I can answer the question. My recall is right there. It's up, it's fast, I'm ready to go. I can answer this question with clarity, confidence, and conviction. But that didn't just happen magically. It happened because I got intentional about how I want to answer that question and specifically ticking these 3 boxes. And then the 4th box, which is a bonus, is why you do what you do. So when people ask me why I do what I do, I say, well, I believe the ability to communicate is the most important attribute or skill set anyone can develop. It supersedes intelligence, experience, persistence, education, talent, hard work, because you could have all of those things, but if you can't effectively communicate that you have them, you'll always be selling yourself short. And even worse, you might lose access to resources or opportunities to people that are less intelligent, experienced, persistent, educated, and talented than you, but they do know how to articulate that they have those skill sets. And so your ability to communicate is ultimately the most high value skill set you can develop. You know, in a recent podcast of the Joe Rogan Experience, Michio Kaku, who's an astrophysicist, I believe he's an astrophysicist, was on the show. And he explained to Joe that there are basically 3 things that make us a superior intelligent species in terms of the way we relate to everything else out there. So the first is opposing thumbs. Our ability to manipulate objects with precision sets us apart from other species. The second thing is predator eyesight. Our forward-facing eyes give us excellent depth of perception and visual acuity. Our ability to outsmart animals that are bigger than we are. And then the third thing is language. Our complex communication systems allow us to share ideas and collaborate on an unprecedented scale. So think about that. Of the 3 superpowers that we were given, like 33% of it is language. 33% of it is our ability to communicate. Yet, the research and the data tells us that overall, as a species, human beings are not good communicators. 44% of workplace stress is caused by poor communication. 31% of missed performance goals come from communication breakdowns. 25% of lost sales come from poor communication. 69% of unresolvable issues in relationships come from poor communication. Think about that. We were given this superpower that sets us apart from every other species on the planet, and we don't even really know how to utilize it. Now, what's interesting is years ago, the art of communication was highly valued. It was taught in educational systems. Emperors like Marcus Aurelius were trained from a young age in the art of rhetoric because people knew how important the ability to communicate would be to somebody of high status and power. But it's just as important for everyday people. It's important for everybody. But the current educational system doesn't teach us this skill set. In fact, they teach us everything else but this skill set. They teach you how to go to school, get good grades so you can get a good job, but you don't learn the skills to persuade the interviewer to give you the job. Or maybe you go to school to learn a trade and become an entrepreneur, but you don't learn the skills to convert prospects into customers to build your business. Or maybe you're just great relationship material. You have everything somebody would want in a partner, but you lack the ability to actually go out and get people to go out on a date with you because you lack those communication skills. So in my mind, I feel like the most powerful skill set we could have is the exact one that nobody's teaching us. And I feel there's a growing need to reintegrate communication skills into our educational and professional development programs. And so that's what I do. But I do it specifically for business owners. So my mission and approach is to first identify superpowers. Like every business owner has a superpower. They have unique value offerings. I help them identify those things. Then I teach them to communicate those superpowers with confidence, clarity, and conviction. Storytelling is the main approach I use to do this, and that enables them to stand out and attract more clients, customers, and sales. So again, now I am super clear on how I do this and how I help people. And I can promise you that if you get super clear and tick those boxes of who you help, how you help them, the results that you deliver, and then as a bonus, why you do what you do, that's going to positively impact every other aspect of your business. It's going to positively impact the way you show up, the way you deliver content, the way you deliver courses, the way you help your clients, the way you do podcasts, or even just the way you explain it in an everyday conversation when someone poses that question to you. And what that's going to do is it's going to open up all sorts of doors to opportunities for people to work with you because you believe that you are the trusted expert and authority in your space, and you can communicate it with clarity, confidence, and conviction. Guys, I put together a little cheat sheet, a checklist of sorts with some fill in the blanks to help you get clear, some exercises in there to help you get clear on these specific things in your business. And you could have it absolutely free. I'll put a link in the description of the video. You can go grab it at no cost. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a comment, leave me a like, and make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so you get updated when I release more videos like this.